Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. Today's look is this look right here. This is a Rihanna inspired makeup tutorial. It's a super easy, fun look. I know it's a little bit bold with this dark lip, but you can always change it up to whatever you prefer. Hopefully you guys enjoy this tutorial. I definitely enjoyed making this tutorial for you guys. If you want to know how to get this look, then please keep watching. Alright, so for this Rihanna inspired makeup tutorial, we're going to go ahead and actually add some green contacts. These are Air Optix colors and these are in the color green. You do need a prescription for these contacts. These are just no prescription for me, so these are plain no. But again, you do need a prescription for these contacts. So let's go ahead and just put these on. Now we'll just kind of wait for my eyes to adjust, but let's just go ahead and just gonna go out with the face. So I'm gonna show you guys, my face is completely bare, kind of scary, but I'm gonna show you guys how I prep my skin, moisturize, and then apply my foundation. So first I'm gonna moisturize my face. So I'm gonna be using Clinique's Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. And I'm just gonna add a small layer and just add all over my face. Then I wait a couple minutes for my skin to absorb that lotion. Then I go in with my primer. I'm going to be using Smashbox's Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and this is an oil-free primer. Do you guys even notice that I have contacts or not? I feel like it doesn't even make a difference, so we will see how it looks in pictures. So hopefully it looks a little different. So in the meantime, while my skin is absorbing the moisturizer and it's adapting to my primer, I'm gonna go ahead and just moisturize my lips. You can use any moisturizer or any lip balm that you like. I'm gonna be using Rosebud, and this is my actual absolute favorite. I love how it gives it a nice glossy look, but it's really nice and moist. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. I want my lips to be nice and moist because we're going to be using liquid lipsticks and my lips usually get really dry me using liquid lipstick, so I don't want any cracks or bumps, anything like that on my lips. Now we're going to go ahead and color correct a little bit. I do have a lot of redness like around the nose, around the cheek area, so we're going to do a lot of color correcting. This is Mehron's ProColorRing and this is a neutralizer. So I'm just going to use my finger and dab into these colors and just place around my troubled areas. So green is, I'm going to use the green shade here. And I'm going to put it all over wherever I have redness. And then for my under eyes, I'm going to be using a mixture of the peach and the pink, just very slightly. And I'm just going to do that and just going to place that product right under my under eyes. I'm just going to add a little bit of this because I want to use this new brightening cream from Becca, and I've heard so many good reviews about it. So I'm going to use that under my under eyes, but I'm just going to place this a little bit so you guys can kind of see how this works. Now for foundation, I'm going to mix two different foundations. I'm going to be mixing Tarte's Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I'm in the shade Medium Beige. I'm going to mix it with the 24-Hour L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. And I'm in the shade 105. I'm going to squirt a little bit of each product and put it on my hand and mix it together. I'm just gonna get my finger and mix it. And with my finger as well, I'm just gonna place it all over my face. And to mix all of this in, I'm gonna be using a Buxom 955 brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just buff all of this in my skin. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and work on our under eyes. So I'm gonna actually use this new product that I was telling you guys before. This is Becca's Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And again, I've heard so many good reviews about this, so I really want to try it. So this is how it looks like. And I'm just gonna use like a regular small like concealer brush. This is a Morphe M428 brush. It's a little bit dirty, sorry. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just dip that brush into this product and then just put it under my under eyes. And I'm gonna go ahead and buff this out with my beauty blender. I do like that actually, I can totally tell a difference. Alright, so now we're gonna go in with concealer. So now I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Weightless Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. I'm gonna add this first and then I'm gonna mix it with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm in the shade NC25. The reason why I'm mixing these two together because my Urban Decay concealer is a little bit lighter for me, so I want to mix it with my MAC Pro Long concealer so it kind of balances each other out. I'm gonna go ahead and just conceal under my under eyes, a little bit on my forehead, on the bridge of the nose, my cupid's bow, on my chin. So I'm gonna blend all this out so it doesn't just dry out. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and just pump a little bit of my MAC Pro Long concealer right on my hand. I'm just gonna add that around those same areas. Alright, so let's go ahead and just set this before it creases on us. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And I'm going to go ahead and use that banana shade and then this lighter shade here. So I'm going to mix both of these together. And to place this product all over, I'm going to be using a Buxom 948 brush. Come back to the face now. Let's go ahead and work on our eyebrows. I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Dipbrow Pomade in the shade Ebony. Alright, so let's go ahead and just prime our eyes. I'm going to be using MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. And I'm going to be using just a regular concealer brush. This is a crown brush. So again, it's just a regular concealer brush. Alright, so now to set this, I'm going to go back in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I'm going to be using this lighter shade up here. And I'm just going to go ahead and just set that all over the lid. this Rihanna look. She has a very soft, easy, simple look. She does have a little bit of like a brown right in the crease and a little bit of a shimmer right in the inner corner here. So we're just gonna do the exact same thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and start creating like that crease. I really wanna create that transition shade actually. So I'm gonna go in with MAC Cosmetics. This is in the shade Malt. And I'm just gonna use a Buxom 785 brush for this, which is a nice big fluffy brush. And just bring it down to the lid. Alright, and then just to darken this up just a little bit, again, I'm going to go back in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to use that nice light brown shade, which is this one right here, right in the middle. Just to place that product, I'm going to be using a Real Techniques brush, and this is a deluxe crease brush. Now with this look, Rihanna didn't have a very dramatic green liner. She had a little bit of a liner right along her lash line, and then it was kind of like it smudged out. So we're gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna be using this is from Colourpop, and this is a cream gel liner. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just add this liner along my lash line here, just very close and tightly. It doesn't have to be perfect, it could be messy because we're gonna go ahead and smudge it out. Just as is. And I'm actually going to go ahead right away and smudge this out. I'm going to be using a Buxom 714 brush. These liners are so creamy, so they're super easy to smudge. Now let's go ahead and curl our lashes and mascara with this look as well. I didn't seem like she had lashes. You can probably put lashes if you wanted to, but I think she just had individual lashes. But I'm just gonna keep it simple and just add mascara, 2 coats of mascara. The first mascara I'll be using is from Buxom. And I'm just gonna add 1 coat of that mascara. And the next coat of mascara I'll be using is from Too Faced. This is the Better Than Sex mascara. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish up the face. Let's go ahead and bronze our face. I'm going to be using Pixie from Petra. This is their Summertime Beauty Bronzer. And this bronzer has a little bit of a shimmer, which I like because I want to kind of give it like that summer glow. And to place this product all over the face, I'm going to be using a Buxom 990 brush, which is a big angled brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and just put this product all over my hairline, my cheekbones, and underneath my chin. And with this look, Rihanna didn't have really much blush, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just stick with my bronzer and then my contour. So that's why I brought my bronzer a little bit more towards the cheek, because I really wanted it to be more of that nice glowy look. Now to contour, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I'm gonna be using that shade, the middle shade here. And I'm gonna be using a Buxom 945 brush to add that product. With this look, again, Rihanna didn't have a lot of highlight, but I'm just gonna add just a little bit of highlight because I cannot go a day without my highlighter. Again, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia highlighter, which is up here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just add that highlight right along my cheekbones, a little bit right on the tip of the nose, and a little bit on my hair, around my eyebrows. Now let's go ahead and finish up the lower lash line. So for my lower lash line, I'm just going to go in with the same colors that we used for our eyes. So I'm going to go back in with my MAC, and then I'm also going to go back in with my Anastasia colors. Now for the inner corner, where she has a little bit of a shimmer, I'm gonna go in with Benefit, and this is What's Up. This is like their highlighter stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add this product on my finger and just go ahead and just dip this product right into my inner corner, my tear duct area, and then my inner corner. If you really want a more of a pop, you can go back in with that highlighter that we used and just add it on the lid, which I'm going to do right now and show you guys. I'm just going to use a regular flat brush and just place that product right in the same area that we just added that highlighter. Alright, just as is, and even if you add just a little bit of a nice highlight or a lighter shade, it makes your eyes pop even more, which I love. So now let's go on with the lips. So first I'm going to outline my lips with a darker pencil. This is from MAC, and this is in the shade Nightmoth, which is like a very dark plum. And I'm going to use this first to outline my lips, and then just draw them in a little bit, and then I'm going to mix 2 different liquid lipsticks. When you're doing a dark lip, you want to be as precise as you can, but don't worry, we will clean this up afterwards. So it looks a little bit messy and a little bit uneven, but we will fix it later. The first coat I'm going to go in with is going to be from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Paint, which is that nice like royal blue. It's super cute. I'm gonna go ahead and just add 1 layer of this on top. And on top of this, I'm gonna go in with a dark color, which is black. Originally, Rihanna just had a very black lip, but I didn't want to really do black, just black by itself. I just want to mix a couple of different colors to see how it will look. So I'm going to be using a Limecrime, and this is in the shade Black Velvet. Alright everyone, so this is the final look. Let me know in the comments down below what other look you'd like me to do. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!